no such thing as religion. Religions is something that men make up. Men make up religions. What it is an identity. The Chinese got an identity, the Arabs got an identity, and they add a religion to their identity.
That historical evidence would actually support what the Bible is actually saying, right? The prophecies about the Bible, who you are, what you just do, who your forefathers were, and all of these different things, right? The reason why that these things are happening, you don't understand that you really and truly are not liked in society. You really and truly are not appreciated. You never will, right? And there's a particular reason why. It is very hard to accept because the slave master stripped you away from your heritage, stripped you away from your culture. So everything that comes against what it is you've been taught or what you're exposed to, it seems like it's very far-fetched and a big lie and a big farce and a tale, right? But really and truly, because the men that the Lord has sent, right? If it wasn't for that, you would not have no access to actually prove that this is what it is and really and truly, this is who we are. Look at our similar, mannerisms, right? What we do, who we are, how we speak, what we used to do, right? What has worked for us. All these different things have never changed. The same thing with the other races. These ways of how they operate has never changed as well, right? You would see the good, the bad, and the ugly in all races, right? But it's very important that you understand this, because this is really and truly what separates you from actually understanding what is happening in society, what is happening with you, what it is you are facing. There's no way that somebody walks around sick, right, all the time. These things are different pains that you face: poverty, drugs, abortions, crime. All these different things are illnesses, right? Sicknesses. There's no one that feels all this pain and told that these things don't matter. That's what they say when they say color does not matter, right? These things, you go to a doctor to diagnose, right? The ISUPK is the doctors, right? And the association and the government and the leadership for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? There's nobody else, right, that can definitely say, okay, really and truly, this is what you're all about, right? Ask them if the structure is in place, right? Come at least check it for yourself and see that, yes, this is what it is, right? There's always been a place for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The problem is when people, right, didn't understand the use for certain things and why it is there, like the laws the Lord gave us, right, and then you don't have it no more, when you face the consequences because you took it light, right, then you get to really understand. Just like every time that you're in something, when you really go ahead and you continue to be a part of something, doing something for a very long time, then you really get to understand the use case for it, how beneficial this is, why it is do this, why you must do this, and what your focus should be. You don't have that so-called black, Hispanic, Native Indian man, woman, and child. That's why the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is the place for you to really get back on track. This is the only track that is designed for the so-called black, Hispanic, Native Indian man, woman, and child. The reason why we're saying this is just because we do exactly what the Bible says, which is our historical records, which is our manual, which is, you understand, the guidelines for what does work and what does not work, what it is to you. So you basically have something that you have a template to really follow and understand how it is, right? So we invite all blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian woman and child, right, born, to come down to Lamppost number 1, Morris Street in Point Fortin for those in Trinidad. And then, of course, if you're watching from overseas, wherever you are in the world, find the nearest school to you. You go to isupk.com and then you go down to where the schools are, right? Any questions, of course, definitely feel free to reach out to the man in your city and he will definitely be available to answer you. In Trinidad, it's Officer Sawap. You call it at 479-8286. All right, so with that, say shalom.